TauOra is the holistic wellbeing program of Te Whānau Aotearoa. We recognised a gap in the health of our kaimahi. Māori national health statistics were terrible, so in 2005 I was a part of the creation of TauOra. At that time we were going through Te Anga Whakamua, and Rongo Wetiri decided to not go ahead with the program, so it was rested. And then picked up again in 2009. I think the best part of it though was that it was led from the top down. So we had our pauhere at that time, Bentham Mohia, leading it from the start. So it was about leadership example.
Ko anaru grei taku ingoa. Taku mahi kei te awa mutu, I raru I te rōpū o te wānanga tūwhera, ara open wānanga.
Ko mau o te mai ngā tauranga te moana, ko ngā te rangi nui te iwi, ko ngā tamarawa ho te hapū, ko huria te marae, ko taini heke rere nui tēnei e tuana, he kaiako ahau mo te pūtaketango o te reo ki tauranga moana.
Kia ora, ko Charity Tunuho ahau, he kaitiaki taonga ahau no te pununga tauranga.
Ko Shane Edu te tōku ingoa, no roto Ngāti Maniapoto, ko au tētahi o ngā kaihautu o tō tātou nei wānanga.
Kia ora, my name's Nevan Harlan. I'm a kaiarahi rangatahi based at Tupuna Mātauranga ki Te Awamutu.
Kia ora, my name's Casey Joe. At the moment I am seconded as the site manager for the Tāmaki campus.
My name is Sydney Kingi and I'm a kaiarataki placement coordinator for the Bachelor of Social Work degree program in Tāmaki campus.
Kia ora, I'm Megan Gardner. I'm from Te Taitonga, Porirua campus.
My name is Darren Pearson. I am the Programs Coordinator down in Waihopai in Murihiku.
Tēnā tātou, Brad Totoreo taku ingoa, ko te kai whakahaere arohe o Tainui.
Kia ora, my name is Dangi Ehu. I am the Asset Dispatch Coordinator in the IT department and I'm based at Mangako Tukituki.
Kia ora, my name's Joe McFarlane and I am Kaituki in Te Puna Manaki National Office.
I'm Matthew Payne, the Regional Operations Manager in Tainui.
TauOra, or the long name is TauOra Aotearoa. I'm not sure that too many people know that that's the full name, but TauOra is our pedometer challenge, and that involves kaimahi forming teams of 5 with a team captain, so again promotes that leadership role. Kaimahi get a pack and they get a pedometer which they wear on their hip for 12 weeks, and each day they walk, and at the end of the day they check their pedometer and it'll have a number on there. They then go into the TauOra website and they enter that number into the system, and then together with the team's numbers it starts tracking you through a route through different countries. So initially it was done through the Pacific Islands, we've done it through Aotearoa, and we're now doing it through Australia.
But with TauOra, particularly with teams, you've got to really strategise. You've got to have good time management, you've got to have good communication, you've got to work as a team, not only on your own. Because I've always been, in my opinion, been a team player, and this year is the first time I've put myself forward as a team captain because I really wanted to win.
The competitiveness also lent to support for each other. So we were on an eating plan as part of our TauOra initiatives, and sticking to that took commitment. And there were days where we felt like, oh, that chocolate cake seems really attractive right now. But one of us or the other one of us would say, no, I'm going to beat you, or got to lose that last kilo on your hips. She'd say that to me. And yeah, that would keep us on track, whereas I know if I'd done it by myself, it would have been easier to pick up the chocolate cake and absorb it.
If I talk about TauOra for myself, being personally, it's about achieving these milestones for myself, but I don't be competitive to others.
I'm really new to TauOra. This year was my first year being involved with TauOra, and have never been in a job where wellness has been pushed so hard, where it's a part of everyday life, and it's almost an expectation that, that you're engaged in some sort of activity.
Yeah, I took part in the challenge, and I was terrible at entering my steps and keeping up with the play in that respect, but I think the benefit for me was through the health and wellbeing checks that were made available through TauOra. I took full advantage of those when I got my blood pressure checked and my heart rate and things. As a result of that first step, I took on a whole another lot of health checks as well.
Ko nā painga I ki tau I putono I te wānanga, ka ā te titiro nā tangata katoa I tō rātou nei oranga, te hauoro o te whānau, ka whai rātou I ngā wāhi pai kia mahi tika, kia whakapai I te tinana, I waho I te mahi, I roto I te mahi, I te taho nā tamariki, e rā wāhi katoa.
It's well structured TauOra, and it's about bringing it to my family, as well as my nan, my koro, my parents, and being able to see that structure and seeing how it's changed me and changed others, and they can see it. And it's when you see it, you want to do it.
It's quite humbling to hear the success stories of TauOra. We've heard stories from people that have never been active in their life to now being active to get their steps up, or being active because they like the program, driving to take their nieces or nephews out for a night, but they go out to kani and get their steps up. So we're hearing lots of different stories, iwi initiatives. So TauOra hasn't just been about the wānanga, it's been about influencing different iwi. We've had people create iwi programs out of TauOra.
Ka puta hoki ai ki te hāpore, me taku aro atu ki ngā whanaunga, ki oku hoa, ki ngā tangata o te hāpore, hei pakari tinana, hei pakari wairua, hei pakari hiningaro hoki. I rungi te marae ka Zumba mātou, me ki ko te Zumba o ngā marae.
Okay, we're ready to start our session. We start off with a jog down at the bottom of the car park and then back up, and then we'll get into our exercises. I've been following CrossFit since 2009 and thought it would be a great opportunity to bring it to our staff down in Waihopai. It was just the basic stuff that I could get in the car. So it was like a box with box jumps, barbell with Olympic weights, kettlebells.
Oh, I thought you were going to flip it.
One of the incentives, I would say, came from my grandson. Where one day him and I were sitting outside, and he looked at me and he says, "Papa, I think you need bras." And I said, "Hey," he said, "I think you need bras." So when I looked in the mirror, I thought, gee, he's right. You know, that's how overweight I looked. And so that was one of the incentives for me, was to lose all that. And he was up about a week ago, and I said to him, "Hey, come and have a look at your papa's physical body now." So when I took my t-shirt off, he says, "Wow, Pops, you look really toned."
This year in TauOra I was able to do it with my wife, who also works for the organisation, and together we lost the equivalent of our eldest son's weight. So I lost about 20 kilos and my wife lost probably 14, 15 kilos doing it together. So it was quite a buzz to know that we'd lost one of our children in the process, metaphorically. But really good to have some different clothes being worn this year too. It was a real buzz.
TauOra started with a pedometer challenge for us in our office, but in my home it took on a whole different meaning when I decided to compete in a bodybuilding comp. So I have my whānau behind me in terms of diet, buying supplements and protein, and taking the time for workouts in the gym and cardio at morning and night times. The other thing that pushed me to go forward was my dad, who was diagnosed with terminal cancer at the beginning of the year, and his advice to me was to use your body every day. If you're young and you're blessed with a healthy body, then don't waste it.
We do have a lazy bunch in Tāmaki, but as the years have gone past, I've kind of motivated them to get into like health and fitness, and it's just seeing them transform into people that they are now. It's just awesome to see, so that's why I stuck with it for so long.
So instead of emailing people, if it's too hard for me to get to them, I will email. Otherwise, if it's nice and easy, I'd go walking down those stairs, walk over to the other building, go and talk to people, put faces to names again, and it's also good for them to see that I'm actually kind of like pounding the pavement, especially with my pedometer on my hip.
What we preach at home would hopefully we preach when we're in the education sense. It's about leading by example.
As a regional manager, you don't really get much time to eat properly and to kind of get out there and be active, because you're hui after hui, kai after kai, that type of thing. So I kind of applied myself, and what I did this year is I thought, well, put your money where your mouth is, Brad, and get out there and lead. So I started to take some programs at the gym. So I was running circuit training, just to show my staff that I can apply myself.
The stuff they do for their staff, you know, all these initiatives that we get, we're pretty lucky compared to other organisations that they don't care about their staff, but we're whānau do. I think that's pretty awesome.
What's so special about TauOra is just how embedded it is in the culture. It's something that takes place every morning, something that is we're reminded of and presented with every morning after karakia, when the music goes on and when Tuihana jumps up to the front of the stage. So it's a way of life for us here at Manga ko Tukutuku.
Ki au nei ko tērā ta mahi rangatira I roto I te TauOra. Kia tae te tangata tāwhi atu tētahi ki tētahi. He me rangatira tērā.
I hope that TauOra carries on and doesn't stop.
So it's vital that we have a wellbeing program, because if we can improve the wellbeing of our kaimahi, in particular our kaiako who teach to our tauira, and that means it raises the level of our teaching and also raises our retention rates and our graduation rates, and ultimately we do this for our tauira. So that's a big part of why we need to offer our kaimahi a wellbeing program. I would like to thank, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, all our kaimahi for participating in TauOra, because without them we wouldn't have TauOra. Without all their success stories, it wouldn't be the program that it is today. I just want to thank everyone who's been able to make this program what it is today. I'm just the vehicle that drives it, but they're the people that actually do it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.